Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful and just super thankful that you are joining in to plan with me today. So in this video, I will be sharing how I set up and decorate my currently page for the month of September. And I will be using these beautiful stickers and amazing collection from Marabou Design and the Happy Planner. So if you want to see what I create, then you already know. Stay tuned. Okay, so jumping right in, here are the sticker books that I'll be pulling from again, and they are the Marabou Design stickers. You can catch that flip through. Just check the top of the screen. I'll link it somewhere. So what I decided to do, because my currently page does come with just a little bit of decor on it, it's pretty neutral, but I like to cover it up. So I pull out my Tombow adhesive tape, and I actually have a block pad that's pretty blank it's like blank on the back. So I just pull it and I'll tear a piece of paper off of it, and it's already punched, so that makes it really easy. But you can just take a plain piece of paper and use your punch, and it serves the same purpose. So I just lay that down, you guys, and it gives me like a blank slate. And there's the block pad that I pull it from. You can see the design on the front. It's just like a little today block pad, and I'll save this scrap and use it like as some scrap piece of paper. You know, whenever I do this, I tend to do that, like I almost like make it like a little checklist of some sort I could pop in and out of my planner. But I just want a blank slate for this particular spread, so I start out there, and I also use my whiteout to white out the writing that's on the page. Minus the actual holidays, I'm going to leave that this time because I don't plan on using this currently page to notate holidays, so I thought that I would just leave that just in case I wanted to keep those there, you know, later on in the spread. And I thought too, because the page is just a little bit off as far as the white color, just a little bit. So what I do to kind of solve this problem for me is I always use some washi tape, and the book has some beautiful washi strips that match the stickers. So I just pulled those, and I pulled this floral detail one, and I think that's the vibe that I'm going to go for. So I'm going to flip through the books to see what all I can find to kind of give me the look that I'm going for. As far as creating a currently section, I really want that this month. I want to kind of notate what I'm loving, where I'm going, what I'm planning, and things like that. So I thought these little mini boxes would be cute to notate and write those things in. But I also want to write out, you know, just a couple of my goals. I want to remind myself of, you know, some of my yearly goals that I started the year out with, as well as some of the things that I know I need to do this month that are like must-dos, and I really want to kind of plan out. I want to leave a space for that as well. So that's what I have in the back of my mind as I'm like mapping out how I want to design and decorate this page. So I'm also going to go in and flip through some of my sticker books to see what would actually help me with those things. And I think a checklist would do well for the list of things that I want to do for the month. So I'm going to pull that initially just to see if, honestly, I don't know if I have exactly 6 things. But I'm going to pull it anyway, just in case I need 6 things. I have to go back and look at my monthly calendar and see what all I want to put on my actual currently page. And then I'm just pulling some quotes too, to see how, just give me some layering. I like to do that from time to time, like when I'm going through the book. If I see something that catches my eye, I'll go ahead and pull it, which is why the wax paper really works for me. I also thought that a nice box would work perfectly as well, just to kind of notate some goals. So, and I can actually do either or. I can put my goals in the checklist, or I can put my to-dos in the box. But I thought to put the box up at the top, and it just gives me a space whenever I'm writing this out. That's just what I was thinking and kind of where I was going with it. Okay, so I think being that I kind of got the box down and the checklist on that side, I thought this little grid space over here would be perfect to outline my currently section. Now, this this currently page in this planner does not have like the little labels already pre-laid out for you, but I thought it would be a nice switch up to, you know, actually notate that in the month of September, especially maybe doing this like seasonally for myself. I think it'll be nice to kind of notate in my planner what I'm watching, what I'm into, like what I'm reading, just little whatever I feel that I want to write down at the moment, and I'll just label these in some type of format. But yeah, I thought this would be really, really cute, and just to create like a little design over to the side. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting like a little balance. I don't know if I like that box up at the very top. It's so close to the other little outline box, and I left that from this actual currently page layout that's already pre-printed on the page, because I think I want to place something specific there instead of covering a box over it. So I might just use that space and then also add another space. So I pulled this little very important sticker, and then I realized it's the same color as that green, so I want to pull another color. So I pulled the very important sticker just to kind of help me notate something important there that I was thinking of. In this spread, I really was trying to think of ways to get back to, like, you know, August I was focused on my goals, and then so this month I really wanted to like make sure I left a space also for that. So I thought my currently page would be great to do that as well, and just to revisit my yearly goals to make sure I stay on track. I'm also going through finding some other little quotes and stuff, layering pieces that I may or may not use. I was trying to also see where I wanted to implement some of those butterflies that are in the book, the little butterfly, moth, dragonfly illustrations. And so I was trying to think of something unique to do with that. But like I said, this box was bothering me being so close up, so I moved it down a bit. Now I can actually layer over the box that I was thinking, and maybe do some layering at the top. I thought like a little sticker there would work just to cover up that space, but I wasn't really feeling how skinny that one was. It wasn't giving me the full effect that I was going for. So I'm gonna pull something else, and I like that one in that little mustard yellow color because it's pulling from that washi strip that I also pulled. I also pulled some teal too because I didn't have a lot of teal. And then you guys, I see these arrows in the book and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't know about you, but I love like mapping, like mind mapping, road map type illustrations and stuff. So that's kind of where I went with this. I thought that would be kind of cute, even though it's not really a mind map, but I thought that it would be cute to kind of write my little currently, you know, section, like create it like a little mind map, I guess. So I'm gonna use these arrows to kind of just like bring that little thought process to life. And so that's all I'm doing here, is laying out some I was trying to actually make it make sense, but I didn't feel like it was gonna really make 100%. I needed a starting point, so I didn't do that. So I'm just placing the arrows down, you guys, and I'm trying not to put the colors directly, you know, underneath or next to each other. So that's why I'm switching them and everything, switching them around to, you know, distribute my color evenly in this, since I was working with so many different colors in this page, on this page. So okay, so I like that, y'all. I'm gonna actually switch this one around though, move it over a little bit and straighten it up, and possibly make that one go catty cornered. So like I said, I was trying to make it all make sense, but I think it just looks good just having the arrows down anyway. So I think I knew what I was going for. So yeah. Okay, so now that I got my page kind of set up in the direction that I wanted to go in and add some decorative elements. So I went back to these little quotes that I pulled, and I think this one would look great here, but I realized that it is kind of clashing with that checklist. So I think I would rather have the quote instead of the checklist. So I'm trying to see what else I could possibly use in that spot. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up, and I actually rip it in pulling it up, but it's okay, it's fine, that happens, you guys. So I'm just cleaning it off my page, and I'm telling y'all, I love my little dull X-Acto knife. It's so dull, but I keep it around. I keep the little dull blade. I have a sharper one that I use to like cut if I need to like precisely cut something, but I like the little dull one. You know, it helps me work it out. And then I just did my little layering technique, and I was trying to see if I wanted to use that box, but I felt like it was the red color. It was too close, too much of it. So I went in, instead of using the checklist, I find these little cute little flags, and I like these flags because they're more like hand-drawn flags. And so I put me 3 of those down, and I think that's perfect. That actually works perfect for my needs for the month. So I'm gonna roll with that, and then I go in and I find this remember label, and I'm gonna place it in that little pre-printed box. And yes, I like it, you guys. Okay, I think my page is set up for the month, and now I can freely write in it. So now I'm gonna work on, the top. So I've been really challenging myself to learn different fonts and, learn different ways to letter, like words and things like that in my planner. I've been really into that lately. So I thought that since I've been doing that, the only way to get better is to just actually go for it in your planner. So I'm going to actually try to do like a little lettering or something. I guess you could say like some font. It's not really lettering like calligraphy or anything, but it is a little font that I was learning at the moment. And I'm gonna do it in September. So what I did was I did some skinny letters, and just in my regular print handwriting, just in case y'all are interested in learning how to like do fonts and stuff. Like, always start with your handwriting and just try to get better with your handwriting. So that's what I'm doing. And so I just write it in my handwriting, and then I also outline it. I do the downstrokes and do me like a little thicker line, and then I go over my handwriting and I make the letters thicker. So it kind of creates like a white space font, I guess you could say. And then I'm going to go in with my black pen, and I'm just going to outline it just to make sure it pops off the page. I've been liking doing that also. And I find that my Pilot G2.05 really works well for this in a lot of cases. I also have like a Muji pen that's 0.38 that I got off of Amazon. And that works especially for like smaller spaces. So, but it really makes it pop. Now, to kind of make sure that it does what it needs to do, in case you don't do enough white space, you can also go in with a white pen. And I might just actually do a couple of those letters at the end, but just to make sure it's cleaner, I guess you could say, when you're doing your fonts, and if you're doing this type of font. Okay, so, and I call them font, y'all, but I guess they are fonts. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write in what my little categories are. So I chose going, reading, planning, and I'm going to do, I believe, listening, and I'm going to do loving and going. And so I'm going to write those in, and I decided to just write them on the side of the boxes. Because it is like a little mind map, I thought that would be cute to kind of just do it that way instead of adding, because I thought maybe I could add some little labels on top, but instead of doing that, I thought since I was already going with my little fonts, I went with that. And then I'm going to just write currently at the top. And yes, I like it, you guys. I think I'm satisfied. So I'm just checking it and making sure like my overview is cute. So now I'm going to go in with the September. As I mentioned earlier, I was thinking that I wanted to use the little butterflies and dragonflies and moths. So I thought it would be cute to add a little punch to September. And since I have some little small tiny ones, I thought they would be cute to use. So I'm just going to sprinkle me some all throughout September. And it just helps the design, I guess you could say. It helps the page out. At this point, I was just really adding stuff, just having fun with it. And so I sprinkled these, and they are so cute and tiny. And I don't know if you guys can really see it as well, but they are super small. I got these, I believe these came out of the mini sticker book that are this tiny. There may be some also in the classic, but I know the ones in the big sticker book are a little bit bigger. Just in case you're thinking about doing something similar, you do have different scale sizes in the books. So, and like I said, I love that option. So now that I have my little, I guess you could say they're flying all around September. I thought it would be cute to create some little fly paths. So I'm just going to do some little dotted line doodles behind them to make it look like they're flying all throughout the month. So my thought process is that it would add a little bit of texture to the page. All right, so that's pretty much it for my currently page, you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching and for being so sweet and so kind. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and let me know how you feel about the spread below. All right, until next time, I love ya. Bye.